Jay Slater's desperate family have returned to the mountainous region in Tenerife, just over my shoulder, where he vanished from, to continue searching for the missing 19-year-old. The police ended their search last weekend after 12 days, but Jay's mum, Debbie Duncan, and dad, Warren Slater, refused to give up hope and were back here today scouring the scrubland for any clue, any trace for the apprentice bricklayer who disappeared into thin air on June the 17th. But this area is so vast and so unforgiving in the heat that an extensive coordinated search would take dozens of people, aerial assistance and mapping. This perhaps demonstrates just how desperate Jay's family are for a breakthrough, a chink of hope that may solve this tragic riddle. In the last 24 hours, Spanish Guardia Civil have given permission for independent rescue teams to launch their own searches, which now begs the question, will they come from Britain and will the police in the UK fly out to assist? For now, they've been kept at arm's length as they respect international jurisdiction. They've offered to help, but for now the Spanish Guardia Civil say they have the investigation under control. But with next to no information forthcoming from the authorities, including the nature of their investigation, the vacuum has been filled with wild speculation and, quite frankly, deeply distressing claims which cannot be substantiated and are adding to the family's grief. Now, nearly 3 weeks after he first vanished from an Airbnb in the remote village of Masca, Jay remains missing. And the only piece of information to go on is the last ping from his mobile phone before the battery died. He could have continued walking for some time after that, which means the search would have to cover a vast area of dangerous terrain. In another development, Jay's pal Brad Hargreaves, who was on holiday with him, hit out at internet claims to insist, "We are not drug mules." It comes after it emerged Jay had spent the night at a remote £40 a night cottage with Ayub Qasim, a convicted drug dealer who was the ringleader of an operation filling Wales with heroin and crack cocaine. Brad insisted, "We've been mates for years, we came here on our first holiday together, and unfortunately, this has happened."
Guardia Civil search for Jay, we haven't heard any mention of searching the sea, with no vessels being deployed for that. And now that Jay's dad, Warren, raises this as a possibility, and let's remember, Warren has been out there for some considerable time. He has walked the routes time and time again. He's thoroughly familiarised himself with the territory. I think this is a possibility that maybe should have been explored earlier on during the search. But of course, the ocean is often very slow to give up its secrets, and sometimes it simply never does. So if this is a possibility, and if this has happened, then once again, my concerns for Jay's safety are grave, and my thoughts remain with the family, who must be going through absolute torture. Taking an overview from afar, which is what I've been doing, it seems clear to me that the Guardia Civil have left some huge gaps in their investigation. A particular certain people, and when I say that, I'm referring to some people who have been described as TikTokers, armchair detectives, and the such like, need to remember that this is not about likes and shares and retweets and follows and subscribers. This is about a much loved 19-year-old boy who has gone missing. This is a tragic, potentially, and very serious situation. I have no objection to people speculating if it is done with decency, with respect, and with consideration for those who loved Jay. People who simply have nothing to offer and want to fly out to Tenerife so they can shoot some videos and increase their number of followers, quite frankly, are a disgrace.
Did you know that 60,000 Amazon sellers have made over $1 million in
We know that shortly before 6 a.m. on Monday the 17th of June, Jay left the area of Veronica's Strip, Las Americas, in a Seat Leon hire car with two males casually known to him. Jay and a number of his friends had spent time with them both over the previous 2 days. All three males, including Jay, then travelled north via the main motorway, the TF1, to go to the two males' holiday rental Casa Abu Latina in Masca, which was about an hour's drive away. En route, Jay posted a Snapchat saying that he'd taken a £12,000 Rolex from a person. We have been unable to validate this in terms of a reported theft. However, friends of Jay said he would not make this up, and the watch was subject of later conversation between the friends. Not long after arriving at the rental, Jay around 7 a.m. had contact with various friends via social media, both inside and outside the rental. And during these calls, various videos, chats were had and pictures sent, including the one he took on the doorstep that many of you will have seen. I am confident that that photograph on the doorstep is him.
So welcome back to another Jay Slater video. I promise these are going to finish soon. I think once we kind of get to the bottom of what's happened, I think that'll be the time to move on. But at the moment, things just keep getting more complicated, more questions on top of questions, and I just don't think we are getting a little bit close, but just not as close as what I think that the family and the friends are, if you know what I mean. They kind of know what's happened. You know, like the watch, the stuff like that wasn't mentioned. But then, are they going to mention it? No, they're not. You know, why tell the press or people on social media something that they're going to end up just ripping out anyway? So there's been an update on the GoFundMe, so I'm going to read this out quickly. And it was posted yesterday, and it's obviously Debbie Duncan. It says, "Hello everyone, I wanted to give you all an update on our continued efforts to find our Jay. We have been overwhelmed by the kindness and support we have received, and would like to thank the local hiking group for all their help planning the routes to find our Jay. We have been contacted by a wonderful group of locals who have volunteered to continue the search. They don't wish to accept financial help for their search. We will be supporting them with supplies and are so grateful for their willingness to help. We also continue to be contacted by experienced groups offering to support our search. We are busy talking to them about what they can do to assist. But in order for us to employ their help, they need to have permission from the Spanish authorities. So what I'm guessing there is that it's some sort of English search group, maybe the Scottish Mountain Rescue Group, and they need permission from the Spanish authorities to be able to go over. So the last bit of this says, we will be sure to keep you all updated on our progress and are so grateful for your continued support to bring our boy home. Please keep sharing and supporting our fundraiser however you can. Now, I know some people have a problem with the GoFundMe and some people don't think it's being spent where it should. But one thing I am going to say, if you've gone over there and you've donated a £5 just to abuse that family on their GoFundMe, you need to have a hard, long look in the mirror. Like, Debbie, you are hiding something. You keep removing my comments. Why? Because I don't want your shitty fucking whatever on their GoFundMe. There was another one as well. Might be down the bottom. Where are you, Delilah Smith? Grow up. Got some corned beef, Ash Pal. I am knackered, dumb bed. Danny Vaughan. Should have just kept the £5, mate. Shouldn't, it's disgusting that you've gone on there to donate a £5 just to abuse that family. Whatever their son is missing, you wouldn't like your son missing. Then I do agree that more should have been said at the time, but we don't know if stuff has been said and we've just been kept out of the loop. I think that's more what's going to have happened than them just not telling, that this is the first time that they've said something. All kind of came out when that Mark William Thomas, the investigator, went over. So is this stuff that they've already told the police and we just haven't been told? And then obviously Mark William Thomas is being told and he's the one that's put out a statement and released it. Or is it the first time they've actually said anything? I'm sure if it is the first time they've said anything, I'm sure Mark William Thomas would have questioned them on that. But then we really don't know because we haven't been told exactly what his investigation entailed, have we? We just know that he went over there, he talked to a few people and come up with the answers that he did come up with. So there's been some new photographs that have surfaced. Now this one was posted on Quack Quack, which is it Abdul Hasim or whatever it's called. He's posted on his Instagram a picture of 3 men standing on what looks like to be them painted boulders or rocks at the side of the road in Tenerife on the path or road that Jay went missing on. Now, some people have tried to work out exactly where it is, but when I've looked at the photograph of where it is and the photograph there, I don't know, there looks to be road signs and stuff in the other photograph, but it could be taken from a different angle. The other photograph that has popped up is a photograph of him sitting on the steps of the Airbnb. Now, this is the bit that I find very, very strange and I think needs to be properly looked into. Apparently, this Airbnb was only booked so long before they actually went there. Some people are saying 90 minutes, some people are saying a couple of days, so you don't know the full truth exactly because that many people say different things. But I believe he did just rent it just before he actually went to stay in it, paid cash and booked it under a different name. For the Spanish police to say that these men aren't involved in any way and let them go, I think is very, very strange, because in this country and other countries, if someone winds up dead, it's always the person who's seen them last. They always get investigated. most probably arrested and investigated. But this doesn't seem to have happened. Could it be a case of power? Could it be a case of money? Could it be a case of everybody's corrupt? Or that they just don't want the truth coming out, because something like this can damage, especially a touristy town, touristy place like Tenerife. It can damage their reputation, and some people won't want to go on holiday there. You know, imagine if you've got a son going over there on holiday, you'd probably be cancelling, you'd be cancelling it because you'd be worried that, that's happened once, it could happen again. And people say, oh, it'll never happen to me. That's always the saying, isn't it? It'll never happen to me until it does happen to you. So I don't believe that this is an end yet. It's not in a conclusion yet, but we will see the conclusion come soon. And I just hope that the friends have told the truth, because this is their friend that's missing, and I would do all in my power to tell the truth.